How's it going with your relationship?
I mean, from my perspective, I feel like it's going well, much better than what it was in Italy. I feel that what was really missing in Italy was the social aspect. Even if here we don't have many friends, but still we are seeing people. It makes a difference. It's not about the beauty of a place, but really what we can have in a place.
How do you support yourselves, and why did you leave Italy?
I'm an independent producer and filmmaker. I sell my works basically, and I own some real estate, so that's my income right now. It's not a lot. Don't you think that I'm super rich because I own real estate? But it's something that keeps me afloat. How do you support yourself?
My mom.
Okay.
Why did you leave Italy?
Well, first and foremost, Sadie had 1 year
Visa.
So it was already planned, our comeback. Also because I'm starting new projects and I have to be in North America for a while.
And where's Artemisia now, and why she's not making vlogs and videos for a long time?
Artemisia is close by. She lives with her dad, and she's working and studying and being very busy with her life. She still has a passion for YouTube and Instagram, and she will come back very soon.
One thing that you've learned from the other while being together, it may be a virtue or a point of view or lifestyle. I learned how to brush my teeth every night. No, I'm not kidding. Like, I was so lazy about brushing my teeth, and you have like the best dental hygiene I've ever seen. She's always got a toothpick. She's always flossing. Like, you brush your teeth, what, twice a day?
Twice a day.
So you influenced me to brush my teeth every night. So thank you for that. What did I teach you?
To brush my hair.
No, come on. Be serious.
Truly, I am brushing my hair more often now, and
No.
I'm starting from the tips because I used to do it from the top, and she always told me, no, don't do that, otherwise you're gonna run through the knots and everything. You have to undo the knots from the bottom.
You really
And
didn't
then
know how to do that?
No, I didn't know.
Oh my god.
For me, a lifestyle, and I repeated this so many times in other videos, and it's like taking it easy and being more present. That's the big one for me, coming from you.
Something I learned from you is how to get rid of old stuff and sometimes update to the new. Like, I got a new phone. Usually I never do that. I'm such a hoarder. Like, I keep old things until they've ripped and, you know, trash, and I still wear them. I got rid of some old underwear the other day.
Thank God.
With holes in them, and I bought new ones. Like, that was your influence on me, not being so cheap.
Good.
Did you ever stop believing in love?
After my divorce, I went through 7 years of very difficult times, and yes, when I was alone, there were times when I stopped believing in love. But I've never stopped believing in love when I was with you, even in the bad moments.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Me, no. I'm very, like, romantic. Hopeless romantic. Forever will be. My favorite movies like Forrest Gump and Titanic, so you can, yeah. Anyway.
So you never stop believing in love?
Never.
Okay, good.
As people of sunny countries, how do you survive? What do you do to keep your mental health stable? What do you do when it's so dark for many days? Does it affect you or your relationship in any way? Hugs from a dark country. I'm so bad at dealing with the darkness and the winter. I get like the most depressed person you will ever meet. And I don't know how to deal with it. I have a phobia of the winter now. You know, thanks to living in Canada for like, 7 years. I don't know how to deal with it. If you have any tips, feel free to let me know. What about
I have one tip,
Okay,
which is what I use actually for myself. Go into this idea, what can I do today that would make me happy?
What if the answer is nothing? Literally nothing makes me happy right now.
If the depression comes just from being gray outside, then I can bring myself to actually think about something that will make me happy, and then I'll do it.
I can't relate.
I understand. You can't, because the gray is not the cause actually.
Well, I don't know. I'm very sensitive to depression, so like sometimes even in the summer I'm depressed. Like, for example, as soon as we came to Toronto, I was like happy for like a week, and then I'm back down we go.
Yeah.
And it's not just the winter. Like, for me, it's also the city, being surrounded by concrete. Like, every little thing can affect my mood. you know. But if I had to think of like my ideal situation, it would be what we had when we were in Maui, when we were in Hawaii, where it's like a temperate climate all year long and close to nature and close, like in the water, like oh my god, it affects your mood so much, at least for me.
Yeah, because in Italy you can't go to the beach during the winter. It's actually, it's cold. Okay, it's cold, not as cold as Canada, but still. So there's not much you can do in terms of you're a swimmer, so a diver, you're a water person.
Yeah, I am. What are the best and worst things about moving? Oof, we've been moving a lot. Okay, I can say the best thing and you can say the worst thing. For me, the best thing about moving is for me like minimalizing everything I own. I love that. I love being able to put everything I own into one suitcase and I'm good to go. Like my whole life can fit in one suitcase at this point. And I love that. I like that feeling of mobility, not being stuck. Yeah. But what's the worst thing?
For me, the worst thing is closing the bills and doing all the bureaucratic stuff that you have to do when you leave a place and you move to another place and to another country. So that's really not my favorite.
Would you consider living in the USA someday?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like United States has, because if you see Canada, the map, all the cities are on the border with United States because it's the climate is milder.
It's the only livable place, basically.
Exactly.
If you go a bit upper, it's like fucking Arctic.
Yeah, in the United States you have beautiful places so with beautiful temperature, weather, and all of that. So you have more choice.
Yeah.
Not so much for the politics and the way they think, but there is still
the warm.
Almost half of the population that think like us. So,
any advice for people who want to be in a relationship with an age gap?
Do we have any advice?
Sure. Let's come up with some. Out your ass.
Do not ever doubt your relationship based on the age gap.
Okay. I have another advice.
Okay.
Don't be arrogant about your age. Like, if you're the older one, don't automatically assume you know better. Don't be patronizing to the younger one, because it just switches the whole dynamic and makes it unbearable. It makes you feel like you're in a parent-child relationship and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Do I do that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, sometimes I feel like it comes out just a teeny tiny bit, like in a conversation, and I already hate it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite memory of each other?
My favorite memory is when we went to a festival, a film festival in Sedona. Yeah.
First one or second time?
It was the first one.
Okay.
And we got stranded at the airport, in one airport, and we had to wait. It was
in Phoenix.
In Phoenix. No, it was another airport where we slept in the airport.
Oh.
It wasn't Phoenix.
Yeah, okay.
It was somewhere like Minneapolis. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. At night.
Yes, at night.
And we had to sleep.
Yeah, and the airport was totally empty. We were not really with each other, you know.
We weren't together.
We were not together. And we were horsing around and we were like, you know, it was, it's a nice memory. I still laugh when I think about it. All the little things. Where are we? Where do we sleep now? Let's go and find a place to sleep. And then we found this kind of playground in the airport. So they have this playground.
I still remember that the Smurfs were on TV, and I was like half sleeping, half watching the Smurfs.
Yeah, that's a fun memory.
And you were like laying on me. I think you were using me as a pillow or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, my favorite memory was. Oh my god, I can't just pick one. There's so many.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Just pick one.
I don't know why this comes up, but like there was this one time back when you had your job, but you were sick, like you had a cold and you were really sick and you stayed at home, and I came over and we were watching Inside Out, like the Disney movie, and you were so groggy and so cranky and on like cold medicine, and I have never seen you so miserable, and it was so funny. It was like the funniest thing ever. And I think I had like period cramps too, so I was on painkillers too.
Oh yeah.
It was like a sick day from hell, but it was so funny because we were in it together.
That's cute.
I don't know, maybe I was high on Advil, so that's why it was such a good memory for me, but like it was funny.
That's very cute.
I've never seen you so unhappy. When she gets a cold, it's like the world has ended. She's clogged. She can't breathe.
Yeah.
With a tissue here the whole time.
Yeah.
Has having two different cultures been challenging between you two?
Not at all. I feel like actually our cultures are very similar. Like very similar.
How did P deal with coming out to your husband?
That was a very difficult time for me. Do you know the movie Me and I? No, sorry, You and Me, You and Me, You and Me. It's a lesbian where what's the name of the actress or something? Like, okay. Anyway, the married one, she has to break the news to her husband. Like when I watched the movie, I felt, oh my God, I felt exactly like that. Like I wanted to find the right time when to tell him, and that I liked women, and I was like day after day, I wouldn't gather the courage. It was so painful for me when I finally told him, and the pain came from the fact that I felt shame, and I felt also, bad for his reaction, like how bad he will feel about, learning this news. So it was so much to deal with. It was the worst moment of my life, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. It must be terrible. I mean, being married for 20 years
20
and
years.
not knowing that your partner is
Yeah.
lesbian. It's very much like Friends.
Yeah, after
Ross.
20. Yeah, exactly. But they were married for only 5 years. For me, 20 years.
Yeah.
And
And you have a kid.
And I have a kid, and after 20 years, breaking this news to my husband was horrible.
Anyway, that's the end of the Q&A. Thank you guys for watching. And thanks for asking all these questions. I wasn't expecting to get so many. And we hope this clears out some confusion that we created.
Yeah.
And see you next time. Bye.
Ciao.